You can use pattern selections with the dimension-driven editing tool to quickly modify sets of faces. We'll begin by using the dimension-driven editing tool to place a dimension on the right end of the part. If you move your cursor over the dimension text, only the two vertical faces highlight. To press the Shift key as you click on a dimension, and all 8 coplanar faces highlight. When you enter a new value, all 8 faces adjust to the new size. Next, we'll use the dimension-driven editing tool to place a vertical dimension on one of the ribs. Move the cursor over the top arrow, and the top face and 2 blends highlight. To press the Shift key and do the same thing, you pick up 2 more faces on the top of the other ribs. Now click on the Add button. Use Feature Pattern Faces to make selection, and move over one of the unused faces and they all highlight. Now when we type a value, all 3 ribs grow to the new height. So let's do this with an actual part. We'll use KCV Barrier 1. We're going to start by selecting the dimension-driven editing tool. With the cursor option, we'll draw down a dimension on the right side of the part. You can see if you move over the text that only the 2 faces highlight. Now move away from the text for a second. To press the Shift key and do the same thing, all 8 faces highlight. Type a value. We'll use 0.5. Hit the Enter key and all 8 faces adjust. Next, with the dimension-driven editing tool, we're going to place a dimension for the height of the rib. We can pick on a bottom edge and a top edge, or a top edge and a bottom edge. It doesn't matter which way you go. We'll place a 1/2 inch dimension. Move the cursor over the top arrow. You see you only get a minor selection. Hold the Shift key. You pick up the 2 top faces on the other ribs. Now click the Add button. We can pick on Feature, then Pattern, and then Faces. Move over one of the unselected blends and the other 4 highlight. Hit the Accept key 3 times, and this will pick up your entire selection. Now type a new value. We'll use 3/4 of an inch, and hit the Accept key, and now you have a new part. So let's recap. You can use pattern selections in combination with dimension-driven editing to quickly modify multiple faces. Here we held the Shift key down, selected all 8 faces, typed a new value, and adjusted the entire barrier strip. In this case, we selected the 1/2 inch dimension. By holding the Shift key, we picked up 2 faces. We held down the Add and then Feature, Pattern, Faces. Move the cursor over one of the unused blends and we pick up the other 4. Now we type a new value and the entire strip highlights in one shot.